So have you ever had one of those moments when you're working fairly early in the morning or even late at night, and maybe you don't have all the lights on in your office or your house or wherever you're working, and you're clicking through all your browser tabs and everything's fine, and then you get to a tab that's light mode. Especially if you're working with a big monitor, it is a blinding experience. And it's just kind of crazy to me that we've reached a point in time where almost every website on the planet has light mode and has dark mode, except for almost everything that Google makes. You know, that really small, tiny company with hardly any employees. Well, as I mentioned in my last video, I've been using Google products a little bit more, particularly at work. And one of the biggest sticking points for me has been the UI. I talked about that in the previous video. Now, Gmail is able to overcome the interface problems, mainly with a third-party app called Spark, which does have dark mode included in it. The same is not true for the calendar. Now you can just use like Apple Calendar, or if the PC or Windows has a calendar as well, probably has dark mode, but there's some features missing that you can only get in the web experience when you're using Google Calendar. That being said, I will show you a free, simple, quick, and easy solution to how you can get dark mode on your Google Calendar. Okay, so we've all been here before. We've got our web browser open. We're going from tab to tab, and then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, I am now temporarily blinded by this horrible light mode. So what we have here is just a very simple Chrome Web Store extension. I do not use Chrome, I use Brave. To me, Brave is kind of like Google Chrome. It runs very similar, and it uses all of Chrome's extensions / plugins, but it's faster and it's more secure. So if you use Chrome, this will work. This will also work on Brave. So we'll go ahead and add that extension. We'll see that it has been added up here. So we just got to pop back over to our calendar. We'll give that a quick refresh, and then we'll see that it is instantly dark mode. The thing that I really like about this extension is that there was a lot of crafting that went into the stylization of it. This isn't just like a very generic dark mode. They've put in some themes that you can add in here, so you can even tint it a little bit rather than just using the default if you wanted to. You can obviously turn it back to light mode if you want. You can have it sync with the system, but it's really well designed. It's a really clean, simple user experience in terms of how to customize it, but there's not really too much to it, which is what I really like about it. And as much as I've been using it for the last couple of months, I have noticed that it does work across all of the different views that you're doing within here inside of Google Calendar. Even when you pop into something like the settings, you'll see that it's all dark mode. It all looks very native. It looks like it's actually something that Google designed themselves, but of course, you need an add-on to make it work. Now, unfortunately, from what I can tell, this extension is only available to Chrome and or Brave, since Brave is essentially a lighter version of Chrome. So if you use something like Firefox or Safari, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there is an option available to you. There may be some other extensions out there for those particular browsers, including maybe something like Edge if you use that as well. However, a lot of us use Chrome, and some of us are starting to switch over to Brave, so that should fix it for most people, especially if you're kind of in the Google ecosystem. It makes sense that you're probably using Chrome, so in most cases, you should be covered. But that's it, really quick tip for you today. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my free productivity app by the name of Radarist. We do have light mode and dark mode in Radarist. And as always, if you found this video useful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.